D3, but over in the mid lane, they are making plays here. They're trying to put out as much damage as they can over onto Sumail. And Sania also making this rotation here, but he's fast. Can he get the kill on Sumail? No, he can't! At the last second, though. Vata will find this opening, and now the spear against the trees. 9, maybe he's overcommitted just a little bit. Does have the orb. Taiga, though, coming in hot. Throwing out the shards. Is it enough? Not quite, as now 9 is going to be allowed to walk away. But there is a double damage rune up here.
Still very, very good for Liquid as a whole. I guess Lucian kinda wasn't so good, but he got a kill first, so he still gets experience out of the rotation. This reminds me of last game in the sense that Wraithing is just it's a bit of a free lane here with all these fights happening in other places. So as long as Tundra gets some of the kills, absolutely worth it for them to get these exchanges. And Mark's gonna go Witchblade again. Wants to have that harass and burst potential on the side lanes if possible. Been weird for a Void either. Mask of Madness phase boots on is very, very normal stuff here.
I was curious as to, we had the level 6 online for Puck, so I wanted to see him, start skirmishing around a bit. But like I said, I was a bit curious if he would make a rotation to the bottom lane, because 33 is, of course, struggling. But they do have, a couple stacks going on, so he's going to be able to farm up that way. Is that enough to help him recover, do you think?
On 33. Stacks definitely help, sure, but I feel like Darkseer, the nice thing about it is you're kind of getting farm no matter where you're standing. Throw Iron Gels on creep wave, you can go back and do stacks, and then when team fights happen, they'll still be really effective. Like Darkseer doesn't typically lane dominate like he used to back in the day. Right now we'll see if he can survive.
There they go, they drop the wall, they'll hold them in place with these combos. The medic is 33, he does pull Snaking now. There's going to be the hookshot, he's trying to just stun up by a bit more time. He's not going to be able to do it as Taiga will get the final hit. 9 doing some hunting behind the tower, but the top tower goes down for Liquid, so definitely a values fight here for the side of Liquid.
It just reminds me so much of the first game, where they like could win the lane, but they just die a little bit more, and as a result there's just a massive advantage. Whereas before, if they get potential and they with their opponents, then yeah, there's options. But the Lone Druid Bear plus Tusk and the Lone Druid Hero, that's so much tag team damage. They just couldn't out DPS them, and they died too many times now. 6 total deaths on the Tundra side in that offlane. It's where all the deaths have been.
So at this point, do you even bother going down? And I feel like you still need to try to attempt to gank, but you just have to bring quite a few more heroes, right? Obviously, the Clockwork and the Darkseer not enough. Perhaps if they take 9 as well, is that a worthwhile investment, or?
I don't know if they can kill Koikba. It's really hard. If he gets his ulti off, I feel like the engagement is over. Like, you're just not going to get a kill. Like, if you get separated by hookshot and they can follow that, layer that up with like Mini Rift, yeah, maybe they can kill him, but it's still really difficult. They don't quite have the best ganking us.
They see that vision getting tossed up here. They're smoked up on the side of Liquid. They're hoping to make some plays with Sumail and Sania, but immediately just trying to back off to get the cogs off. The Ice Blast tossed in. The follow-up with a nice arena here from Mickey. They'll focus down Snaking. He's going to be first to fall. 9 is now trapped inside. Does have the Dream Coil over to 3, but he needs backup. He doesn't have his team. He's next to go down. As 33, he does manage to get the vacuum wall combo off, but it doesn't even matter. Mickey gets himself a triple kill, and it looks like there's going to be another kill as Koifa finds himself a Fata.
What a run down there. They did a great job trying to slow it down. They put the Oracle, they pulled the creep wave with the Rocket Flare, trying to keep this tower alive. Then they put Fate's Edict on clock to stop a lot of that damage from coming, but it was just way too much, and they were still able to catch the heroes on the back line. 9, I didn't see exactly how he got into that, but he was trapped in the arena with his abilities on cooldown, and he wasn't able to escape in time. So here it is again. But he pulls the creep wave, he puts cogs down, they save him from that burst damage, but with the snowball, Puck ends up phase shifting there. He tries to silence to get outside, but he misjudged, and that's what committed him to dying. So, Puck missed, made the mistake there. Needed to get out of that to not get caught. And then, even though the vacuum wall was so good, the fight was over at that point. They'd already used all of their committal of spells. So, what looked like a great vacuum wall, there was no follow-up, and now...
That's the dead 33.
Control's important. They don't want DDs this game, they want invis runes.
Okay, they're gonna try to make my hero over onto Taiga. Snowball, Walrus punch forward. Do they have enough damage to take him out? Not quite as fast, and now forced away. Mickey looking for the spear. Nice body blocking here coming out again from this Clockwork. They will be able to finally slay Mickey.
Skeeter has to rotate for that one, but that's a decent kill. He gets the gold. Even dig up a beautiful bounty rune that got lost in the ground here. Darkseer is going for a medallion into Solar Crest Rush, so he's not going to be super tanky, but he He just wants, they need to make Wraith King strong, because otherwise they're just going to have too many issues in this match.
Attack.
I mean, I feel like that has consistently been the name of the game for the side of Tundra whenever we do see Skeeter get his Wraith King. And just have to hope that they can make the space here. Taiga throwing out the shards. Thinking taunting a little bit. Nine will go and collect himself that creep on his way out, but they do have to be a little careful. Plenty of other heroes in the vicinity here on the side of Liquid. Ready to jump in? We have the Blink Dagger, of course, completed for Sumail, so he's going to be able to blow up people very easily, especially with Insania following. And again, I like the duo. I like watching, you know, these guys make these gank squads. Again, they're going to try to negate some of that magic damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Does the Ice Blast, Sumail wasn't able to get the toss follow-up either, so not on disable. A nice evasion there, but 4K gold disadvantage is not insignificant, and it's going to lead to Lone Druid getting pretty far. Picks up a Maelstrom. Interesting, gives him some AoE, some ability to farm. We'll see if he commits to the full Mjolnir or goes for a different. Generally, attack speed's really, really good on Lone Druid, and against a Radiance that's going to come later on, Mjolnir active is really good as well. Let's see if Darkseid can survive.
Oh, he's just on the cusp there, so he's able to teleport out. And Liquid's going to be searching those woods for a little while longer.
We're going to watch the replay for that one, that's for sure. gotta learn those new spots to do, guys, so I've learned a new one. This is life. 3-3 is always so good at like being up to date on like the newest tricks and tips and stuff.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And that could have been his 6th death. We'll ignore the first 5 deaths.
Because it was so sick, that one juke spot.
Evaded that 6, yeah. That's 6.
And definitely, you know, knowing where you're positioning, you know, and the juke spots are very, very important now. As there have been quite a few added, and that makes for some very exciting and entertaining Dota. They have to be careful though, the evasion's coming in here from Liquid. They spot themselves out a nice, juicy stack. That hurts, you don't want to lose that. You can't... What do you think about it though?
It's like they'd rather fight. Sumail's in position, but yeah, they're just gonna...
under attack.
That one feels really bad. This is slowing down Skeeter so much. He ended up not going for the yes, instead opting to go towards Relic and Radiance faster, but he still doesn't have the Relic picked up. Farm speed of the enemy team is just really high. Even Meke is matching the Mars. He's gone tanky.
Radiant structures.
Is that the correct play to skip the Midas and go for the Radiance, or do you think that, you know, they're going for the Radiance because they know that they need to fight earlier?
He probably was a little bit too contested to feel like Midas was the right play. This is probably if he had like a free farm lane and gets it a couple minutes faster, yeah, he probably goes Midas, but this match it's been tough. Like, look where he's running. He's running behind the tier 2. They do not know where the gank is coming, or at least he's just trying to be safe. But he's got the relic finished, but he's not able to maximize his farm because Liquid pressuring so well.
Oh, they want 33. They are hunting. Careful, my friend. Ooh. Do they see him? They spot him now, that's for sure. Avalanche toss, even an Ice Blast. They don't even need the Ice Blast. So that just blows up the Darkseer.
Just a little bit of a mistake there. Misestimating what the safe distance was. Both aiming for Mjolnir. He's getting pretty darn close to that. This Sumail just gets levels, then he moves around the map with 1 or 2 other heroes, and he's just looking for kills constantly. Gonna restrict Tundra's ability to get some like a bottom though. Yeah, they're gonna see if they can make it happen. They've got the clockwork, of course, the silence waiting, ripped everything, and they'll find themselves a quick pickoff, but still, quite a looming large right now. They definitely needed that though. Get something on the map, even if they're cooled down. Snaking, but I mean, Sumail spot snaking.
Like gears in the rain.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But he did get a killing spree before that, so that'll be fine. That buys time for Skeeter here, who is trying to finish the rad. His net worth is still okay.
He's trying to hang in there. It's been hard because their jungle has just been invaded constantly by Liquid. They've, you know, took away that giant stack that they had over on the side, and like, look at the vision that they've got up to. You can see they've got some nice deep wards planted to keep tabs on everything, and you know, really just figure out, you know, where are people, what are the item timings. This is... Okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Spirit up against the tree. Get the... Okay, they get the save coming out here from Fata as they go and they drop that wall. They'll use the arena to walk away here. Sometimes you're like, this is the most killy kill I've ever seen. 9. Just mess it up. 9 is in no man's land, and Sumail collects himself another kill. It's the only one who could do this, though, I feel, right? Because he's the hardest one to get your hands on.
But on the bright side, 3-3 doesn't die, at least. He's got a solo quest finish now. So now if they do group up and fight, at least it'll be a little nice spot where good movement speed, armor, attack, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, but they're already in the pit here, Per. This is looking like this will be our first Roche here for Liquid, and I'm not sure how they go when they contest this. I don't think they can they?
It's hard. They have so much minus armor. Corrosion and Medallion and Blightstone.
Yeah, look, he's just melting.
Stack,
On the bright side, I'm sure they're going to be happy. They do get the Philosopher's Stone. I can hear Fogged in the back just like, oh, they got the Philo Stone, it's fine. But, 9 poking away over here. They can't do anything about this, though. This Roche goes down. It's going to be quite for grabbing up that Aegis, so that is our first Roche of the game. And, man, Liquid, they have all the momentum right now. Bottom lane, Snake King. Tossed up here. Hook shot. Ice Blast coming in hot, though. So, it doesn't even matter. Sumail just tosses the tree out and says, get out of my lane.
Throws the tree and walks away like a cool guy.
Yeah, you can see the sunglasses going down over his eyes, too, as he strolls out. Cool guys don't look at explosions.
The dusk is always
They gotta
ready
push
for
these
a
side lanes,
fight.
because otherwise you're not getting any farm. Sometimes you're getting any gank. This is still fine for Snake King to...
Radiant
and now that they know Sumail was bottom,
Yeah,
Dire's
single
top
play.
tower
See if they
is
can
under
get
attack.
Yeah, Dreamquest's gonna get immediately over to Tiger. They're gonna try to burst him down so that way he doesn't have any save left. So he will fall. The hunt is on. But they're not able to grab their hands on anybody beyond that.
they wanted to run in, but they're like, this is a bad idea.
But they have the vision. They have those wards over to the side, so Mickey, he knows exactly. Except for the fact that Knight is hiding in the trees, but I mean, what can this puck really hope to do too much other than just blink Mickey? Cancel out that blink dagger. Warping forward here, gonna try to root down the bear. Jump forward though, coming up from Mickey as he's just gonna immediately try to go and blow up Fonta. There'll be no saving this time around. 33-2 caught over here on the side. That's a Crim Coil coming out, but it doesn't do a whole heck of anything. It's just forced to run away. Oh, Mickey with the spear back over onto Cedar. The buybacks come out immediately now from Tundra. It's going to come right back up again, but the burst damage is real. Knight trying to click away over here on Mickey. Over on the back lines, they do end up losing Insania. Mickey falls. They get a nice vacuum off. Can they finish him off though? But Sumail does so much damage. They get the save off over onto Skin. They're going to hunt down, and they will be able to go collect the kill over onto Sumail. Boyfriend now running. The creeps kind of blocking him into play. The shards coming in. Oh, long range stun though over here on the bear. They want to at least clean up on this. Nice spear though coming out from Koifa's bear.
Orb now. Human 7. I thought they were going to get the bear for sure, but that roar was excellent. It basically was the same time the orb came out, so you couldn't orb jump. These Dream Coils coming off cooldown, but ultimately that cost Tundra a lot. They had to buy back almost all of their heroes there because Liquid had done such a good job initiating. I mean, Mickey jumps in, gets the ulti off, kills the Oracle. That means that the next guy they go on is vulnerable. That's here. Here comes his blink in. He gets the ultimate off. On Fada, they tried to interrupt his blink dagger with the rocket flare, but he had popped his hood barrier, which blocks the damage, still allows him to blink. That's why he was able to get on top of him. Then Tiny jumps in, focusing on Darkseer. They kill him before he gets his vacuum wall off, and then he tosses back Spear, spears him back, forcing them to commit to this fight. They would have just disengaged and lost their power, but they had to jump in. If they lost Skeeter here with his ulti, I felt like the game would have been over there. So still decent for Tundra, but amazing engagement by Liquid. Those buybacks might really cost them later on.
I don't know, Purge. I have this feeling that we're probably going for a long series here. I know the way that Tundra likes to play. If they can get enough time, we're probably going to see a very scary Skeeter going toe-to-toe with Liquid.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I'm really unsure right now. I think they're in a
Dire's
good
middle
spot on
tower
Liquid.
is under attack.
Not despair though.
They want the spare. They've had enough of it. Another Savage Roar, though. Snake King. He's gonna hook shot away over to Fata. He's in a good position as Taiga. Facing down to Mosquito. He's gonna have the reincarnation up in just 1 second, though, so they can't do this. Oh, look at the Dream Coil over onto the lights. The follow-up with an arena here from Mickey. As they go and they spear over to the side, but again, but the saves Koifa. He's going to go down for the first time. Already taken out Insania. And now it feels like Liquid, they're on the back foot. Taiga running away. Koifa trying to shift back over into this bear form. Tundra not quite sure how they want to approach this, though, as Mickey throwing out the sphere. Doesn't quite connect. Moving forward here from 9. Going to start plinking away over here to Mickey. They'll use the cogs up. Sumail looking for the opening. Gets a nice avalanche toss off, and he bursts down King. Now, Skeeter, he's in for some trouble here. They do manage to go and get the Oracle ultimate off over to Skeeter, buying him a bit more time. 33, though, just running around in circles. Gets a nice vacuum off, but there's nothing else to follow up. Does manage, though, to get Skeeter out. Oh, the toss, though, Fata. That's a big old bear being tossed over here onto this Oracle. Sumail gets yet another kill, and the Ice Blast does get tossed out, but no one is there to receive the end of it.
Dire's middle tower
Most of the
has
diebacks, that's
fallen.
50 seconds of a death timer for an Oracle at 23 minutes of the game, so they're going high
Dire's
ground here.
middle tower
They
is
did a
under
great job
attack.
on the Tundra side, keeping their allies
Radiant's
alive, but
bottom
once they
tower
focus
is
on
under
Mickey,
attack.
he's got Pipe. It's just way too tanky there. With Sumail able
Dire's
to counter-initiate.
middle tower
Yeah, this
has
is like
fallen.
potentially to Rex. They're gonna get mid for sure. Maybe they'll go top 2.
I don't see how Tundra can force them back until, everybody's up and running again. And even then, it's a bit difficult.
They don't have reincarnation for 30 seconds, and Skeeter's almost got his
Dire's top
BKB,
tower
but
is
yeah,
under
this just
attack.
feels like their buybacks cost them a little bit too much there. Gave them some net worth advantage, but
Dire's
losing a
top
fight right
tower
outside their
has
base, they might back.
Dire's
They
top
might save
barracks are
melee
under
here.
attack.
It can be close.
Oracle's gonna be up, so is 33 very shortly. 9 looking for this opening.
Dire's
Gonna
top
try to
barracks
spook them back
has
up a little bit. Poke away.
And they're gonna get out. Really big advantage now for Liquid. They needed to win that fight
Radiant's
pretty
top tower
decisively,
is
and
under attack.
the first half of the fight went really good. If they didn't have Aegis on Lone Druid, they would have looked really great in that engagement. He would have died the first time. They could have maybe picked off 1 or 2 heroes, but Sumail's just always ready. Mickey's just done a great job. He's been playing exactly how Quick did in game 1. He gets the fast hood, the fast pipe. He sees that all of his cores are difficult to kill, so he just has to get ultra tanky, and he took the focus after that first initial engagement.
We do see some different solutions coming out, but we talked about, Sumail. He's actually picked up that BKB now, so it's going to be very hard to pin him down. On the flip side of things, though, do have an Aeon Disc picked up now. Puck, very important that he can stay alive. And this Oracle getting closer and closer to a Blink Dagger, which I feel like is so necessary for Fata, because they really need to take him out of the equation, and they're doing a good job of it, it seems, most times here on the side of Liquid.
Yeah, they have done that a couple times. So Fata's also been ulting at the perfect moments too, where things look really bad for Skeeter. He drops the ulti, gives him time to escape or to stay alive through it. So, yeah, Blink will be excellent. He's almost there. Just needs to dig up a couple more bounty runes, I guess. Then everything will be fine. They've almost got Blink Dagger on Darkseer as well. His net worth is really low. There's that engagement. Snaking forced a hook shot away to keep himself safe. Taiga looked like he was in a good position. This looked great initially, but Puck's counter initiation was just so good. Wraithing ulti goes off. They're able to pick off the Lone Druid. The vacuum's excellent. They pick up Quakefa. Almost got Taiga. And they do eventually clean him up. They don't want to go high ground, of course, but the vision from the illusions, and eventually Mickey kind of walked into them, like, ready to fight. They're like, well, I guess we got to kill this guy. He's got a pipe. He's got a 16 stick, blocking 60% of physical damage from the front, and that just gave Sumail like the easy Avatoss to clean up those utility supports. Skeeter was gonna die, but gets saved with the ulti, and he kind of wants to go back in, but he's got Mjolnir charge on him. Like, how are you gonna kill 2,000 HP Mars at that point in the game? It's just really hard unless Wraithking feels confident to slap him.
I mean, you're not gonna be able to go in and give him the slaps there by any means. And see, they're pretty happy at the way that they turned that fight around. And yeah, so we're just waiting for a moment here. Do have a smoke over on the side of Liquid. Sure, they're feeling pretty good right now with the current item pickups that they just got. They have that BKB over on Sumail. I have a feeling they're going to be kind of sweeping around here, and you can see that Quakefa has just what's the word? I don't want to say exponentially, because I know JJ absolutely hates when you use that in the wrong phrase. See, I listen to you, JJ, I do. But, you are seeing that growth coming out. Just an empty box. All right. They're hunting, though, for sure.
Aghanim shard on Lone Druid, too, for the bonus attack speed for him and his allies. And with Sumail going back for a right-click build with his BKB, he's queuing up shard. This extra attack speed is going to mean Sumail does insane damage. That'll us afterwards. So death ball of Liquid here. Tag team amplifying damage and attack speed increase from 100. Everything just makes sense.
Finding himself a double damage too doesn't hurt either.
Pretty good, yeah.
Dire's bottom tower
Tier
has
1.
fallen.
Alright, the blink is completed now for Fata, so his positioning in these fights should feel a little bit better, but of course Liquid is just going to be running at them. They know that they're very strong right now, and you know, the later this goes, the more chance it gives for Skeeter to become a real threat. That's so completed now for Mickey. Pressure is on. Look how fast these towers go.
Dire's
Both
bottom
a
tower
tiny
has fallen.
and a lone druid. Pretty scary. All right, they're going to run back now. Here they go. If they can defend this. There's Sieging. He's got the solar crest.
Radiant's top tower.
Look at the
is under
damage coming out
attack.
from Sumail with that double damage. Oof. Cleans up the Skelly boys.
Be insane. Gonna slap the bear again. It's got so much armor here with an AC finish.
You just keep trying to disarm it too. Just please don't touch our towers. This damage does Skeeter already down to half health.
Tower is under
Oh,
attack.
they'll use the Dream Coil over on the back line with a beautiful wall vacuum combo, but they need more damage out of here. 33 just an island all by himself. The snowball coming in here from Tiger. There's a punch. Nine does find the kill over onto Insanius. Sumail, and look at this arena here. Snaking is trapped. Skeeter is going to go down first time. Snaking trying. He's just holding them in place a little bit longer. Eventually won't get taken out by Mickey. And I just don't know how they get in here. Nine and Aeon just does pop. Mickey chasing after them. The Savage Roar will force Skeeter back. And the focus is on there. Just paying attention to these racks. They're trying to get rid of this bear. It's been an absolute thorn in the side. Mickey, though, going forward again with the God's Rebuke. And they burst down anyone else, but toss up into the air. Not looking for Skeeter, but Fana, he hits his buttons perfectly. He's going to be able to keep him alive just a bit longer. So he is rooted into place, but he just, I don't know if they have enough save. They don't have the save for him. The buyback now coming out from Skeeter. Fata is just going to be sacrificed to the Liquid Gods over here. And now Nine, he's trying to just be as obnoxious as possible. They have a ward, they have the vision. Look at Mickey waiting painfully, not going to be able to quite land it. And so over on the back lines here, Skeeter is just forced to run back into his fountain.
So hard for them to engage past the bear. The bear is just keeping Skeeter out of the fight. The vacuum wall was great. The Druco was great, but this could be a good start, though. 10 seconds till true form, but no follow-up on Koifa.
Snaking on the back lines, just get the jump over onto Koifa, but the bear's just shredding him into pieces. Sumail, BKBing, he's going to teleport away. Koifa, though, is left behind. Nine here is going to keep trying to you have that Dream Coil, but Sumail, he sticks around. He decides he's not quite done just yet as Koifa's being chased down here by Skeeter, but the GG does get called. They realize this bear, this rock, everything coming out from Liquid is just too strong.
Liquid played amazing in this game. They crushed that safe lane. The Lone Druid plus Tuss lane. They killed Clock and Darkseer so many times. They took those heroes out of the game as a factor, and that was like two of their major damage sources in that match. Made Pucks rotate